My name is Irene Jalenti. I'm a jazz singer, composer, and educator.
Beautiful love, what have you done to me?
My musical journey began in Italy, but it actually started before I was born. As a third-generation musician, I grew up surrounded by music. Matter of fact, this is the historical music store that my father opened in the 60s. This is where I grew up, and this is where I learned how to love this art form.
Reaching for heaven, depending on you.
In 2010, I decided to migrate to the United States. And this was because I really wanted to cultivate my passion and my deep love for jazz music. Although musicians and friends and supporters have been asking for years for me to make a record, there was something that just didn't feel right to me, and I kept pushing the idea away. In 2020, I was forced to stay in the house, and that led me to really dig deep into my soul, into my voice, into my love for music, and I discovered a whole new Irene in the music world. This led me to write music, to arrange songs that I never sang before, and in November of 2020 I felt ready and I went into the studio and I recorded my first album. The record is called Dawn, and it's a collection of original music and original arrangements of jazz, non-jazz, and Latin American music. My original compositions are a reflection of who I am as a human being, as a musician, as an immigrant woman, and also a reflection of the deep love that I have for poetry. I love to take poems and adapt them to my music or adapt my music to poetry that's already existing. The reason why I decided to call the record Dawn is, well, of course, because it's one of my original songs. But there are a couple of reasons. One of them is that the whole process for this record started at sunrise. Through the 2020 new routine, I started waking up early in the morning, writing my journals, sipping my espresso with my cat on my lap, and listening to my uncle's record. That led me to feel very inspired. The second reason is that this is my first record. So it is the first hour of, hopefully, a long-lasting recording career that only later on will lead to sunset.
Soy un alma desnuda en estos besos yo canto.